Hello, welcome to LMC and Knowledge, lyrics music channel of spiritual insight and wisdom that I will share to you so you can take along your spiritual journey. I hope you're having a good day, good night, wherever you're at, and whenever you see this, make sure that you're prayed up and in that light of Jesus. Okay? Okay. So, before we get into this message, I will use my shamanic drum to clear the space, cleanse the energy, and we will go from there. Okay, so the intuitive message I have for you guys today is you are a part of the blue zone. You are meant to live a long life. So, with you being a part of the blue zone, I know you may live in the blue zone currently already, and if that's it, if that is true, then this is definitely a confirmation for you. Some people live this life fearing the afterlife, and that's what causes them to make certain decisions because of their root chakra not being grounded and rooted in their beliefs and their purpose in this life. So I'm hearing that's not the mindset that you are living in. You feel guided, you feel grounded, you feel like there is higher power at hand in my life, right? You know that you're here for a reason. You aren't still searching to find your purpose or find a reason to live or a reason to be happy. Or you're on this path. So I'm feeling like there may be one or two people who get on this video and they're like, yeah, I wish I could relate to what you just said. But you're on that road. And then other people who are like, yeah, okay, I relate to what you're saying right now all the way. But with that being said, it's like you've always been protected through your life, and you see that other people around you aren't as, like, you're wondering, like, why do these people around me go through so much and I don't? Like, I be thinking I got it bad, but then I see other people got it worse, and and then I thank God. Like, thank you for doing what you're doing for me, God. I may not have everything I want, or have the body that I want, or have the house that I want, car that I want, but I do have my health, or I do have my foundation. I am rooted in you, God. And I feel like the people who are not rooted in God are the people who don't have the best life, and I can't say even when you're rooted with God, you're there's gonna be ups and downs, right? But it's better with God. Like, I'd rather go through life in the chaos of life with God than without God. So it's like you chose a different path. Like, some people move faster than you, and then they got into the ditch. They dug themselves in the hole, literally sometimes, by making certain decisions that cuts their life short. So it's like I'm hearing you do have, or you, this may not relate to everybody, but certain people have lost friends. I'm hearing you guys have lost friends or family members, or just people at younger ages, and sometimes it haunts you, or it makes you feel like, am I next? But it's not, it's never that. It's just a thought, a battle in your mind of the fear of when is my time. Me not knowing my time is what's making me more scared. But then again, if I did know, it would still make me scared. So it's like, either way, I'm still feeling some way. So, but it's all within, it's all in my head. Like, regardless of me thinking I'm gonna leave, or this is what's gonna happen to me, or I pray this doesn't ever happen to me when I fly a plane or drive in a car or go on a cruise or something like that, or weather, I thank God that He's protecting me. So I'm hearing you're a prayer warrior, like you pray a lot or you think a lot about God, or you're very grateful for where you're at in your life, regardless of what you have. You're realizing that, guess what? Everybody's going through some BS, but you have to be in this physical form to go through the good and the bad. So regardless if it's good or bad, we all got that present, which is life, the gift of life. Every day we get to wake up and fight. Every day I get to wake. I don't care if I'm arguing with somebody. I'm up. I'm alive. I'm moving. I'm thriving. Like, or I'm able to breathe. I'm able to. Certain people don't have as much. They have certain disabilities where they can't see, they can't walk, or they can't hear. But it's like, especially if you have all your senses, like there's nothing you should not be grateful for. Like, you should always be grateful for everything and every moment. This moment right here, like right now, you're appreciative of everything, and that's why you're living a great life. I just seen 555. You're gonna live a long life, and that's why you're always gonna be protected. Weapons of form against you shall never prosper. Like I said, they'll try. So just say, like, for instance, somebody in the past that I knew had gotten into an accident, a car crash, but really I call those blackout spirits, spiritual attacks. Like I said, God would never just say, oh yeah, let's get in a car crash. I want you to. No, that's not him. But sometimes we go through spiritual attacks. But guess what? That person that got into that car accident was not harmed. And that's what I'm talking about. Weapons formed against me shall never prosper. And that goes for you. So whatever you're doing or the path that you're on has set you straight in God's will, right? You know how everybody like, did you put me in your will? Did you put me in your will? I don't care about none of y'all wills. Am I in God's will? That's the one I need to be in. Cause like that's how I'm feeling, and maybe that's how you feel too. So you know you good, you know you covered. You know how they be like, you got that health insurance? No, but do you got God's insurance? Are you insured by God, by the Spirit? Because if you ain't really safe. That's the truth, and you know the truth. That's what I'm hearing. So welcome abundance into your life. You realize that true abundance is your relationship with God, your protection every day, and you waking up. You're not materialistic, is what I'm hearing. You're not chasing the next big thing, the next new thing. Like, you don't stay updated with every trend and every shift in life of the collective. You shift on your own ways. You elevate in your own ways. You update yourself. You update your spirit. They like, you updating your cars, your houses, but is your spirit updating? So it's like you be cutting deeper. You be teaching people a lesson or show them a reality check. So maybe you had to talk to some youngsters. I'm hearing somebody say youngsters, but young people, about appreciating what life has to offer, or appreciating what you got, the clothes on your back, and like certain people, even if you're in a shelter home, is what I'm hearing. Like, just appreciating that you're in a shelter home. You're not just, and then somebody who's I'm hearing somebody who's poor and they're outside, they're not even in a shelter, and they're just happy they got a coat today, or they're just happy they got a meal today. They're grateful, and they feel way better than we feel when we have all the money in the world, or we're on this vacation and we're still not happy, right? Have you ever had a vacation and you were still not happy? I don't know if some people can relate to that, but I can, and I'm happier right now than I could have ever been on that vacation. Do you see? So it's like, with you living this long life, you are on the path of self-discovery to the deepest level, to the highest form. Like, blue zone. You are, and it's not even a blue zone. Forget the maps and the locations of the blue zones in the physical realm. You're already marked. Your soul is marked with a frequency, a color, a vibration that says long life, longevity. This is gonna be here forever. You can't touch this one. That's what God's saying. You can't touch her. You can't touch him. Be a light to others. You have a powerful message to share. Shine your light on the world so that others can learn from you. You're going to be the person who tells a story. There's people who are gonna, you get to sit back. So you may have always been that type of person that learned off of other people's experiences, or you may have been nosy, but it was for a good reason. You know, as a child, you may have been nosy and just snooping around, just learning things, finding out things that you probably shouldn't have knew at a certain age, but it made you wise, you know. You're going through I'm hearing like your mission in this world is to share wisdom, because it's like you could be in a group of people, but like say you're in a college and young life, young and dumb, right? But you ain't dumb. You may be young, but you ain't dumb, right? And somebody gets peer pressured into taking drugs, or doing this or doing that, you don't get peer pressured. Or if you, I'm talking to two groups now, if you were somebody who got peer pressured, you learn from that, right? And now you're not that one, and you don't like when other people get peer pressured. So I'm hearing you don't like bullies, or you stand up for people who can't speak for themselves. So you may be a CNA or helping an elderly somebody, or you may be a babysitter, you may be a mentor of some sort, that just you give great encouragement, and you make sure that people are learning in some way. Like you just, whatever your lifestyle is, it causes people to learn from you, and you have like a really soothing voice or something, or it's like you sing, or I'm hearing jazz music or something. I don't know why I'm hearing jazz. Maybe you like jazz music, but you have just you may be a teacher of some sort, like, and you may just be a grandma who just, you got all the lessons in the book, okay? You mastered all the classes, you mastered this game of life, or you've been acing your spiritual lessons, you know, your spiritual tests, and you've always been a learner. You I'm talking to two different people. Maybe you have had ADHD and you just couldn't pay attention in class, just a program system type of thing, but you realized you could learn in private, so you grew in the, with separation, with isolation, you grow faster. You have a healthy balance of interactions with people, like, and when you want to be alone, is what I'm hearing. So I'm getting the same card again that I got in the last card. Prioritize self-care. You do so much for others. It's time for you to experience the love you deserve and let others help you. So, prioritize. So with that, this life, you take care of yourself is what I'm hearing. I'm not hearing that you're not taking care of yourself right now, but if you are slacking on yourself, definitely make sure you're drinking your lemon water in the morning, drinking your tea, or your juices, or if you're juicing, if you're eating salads, your greens, your irons, your vitamin C, your magnesium, your vitamin D, potassium. Make sure that you are eating healthy, you know, cutting out sugars or cutting out salt. Make sure you're not getting cholesterol. I'm hearing something about your cholesterol. Just make sure, I'm not hearing nothing like negative. I'm just hearing something like, just pay attention to those things, or those are what you're paying attention to already, is what I'm hearing. So yes, you listen to your inner guidance, and you move based on your own beliefs and your own, you don't let nobody's opinions run you, is what I'm hearing. You're not controlled, you know, you control yourself. You're not weak-minded, is what I'm hearing. You have tough skin, or life has taught you to have tough skin. But yeah, that's what I got for you guys. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.